Been on for 5 minutes.
Oh, shoot. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Memorial Stadium, where tonight the 4-2 Bulldogs take on the Covington Bucks. It is homecoming, and the Dogs look to build on the momentum of last week's thrilling win against Miami East. Let's welcome in my partners tonight, Coach Andy Grudich and the Coach Squared, Rusty Burner. And Coach Grudich, hard to believe, but we are in Week 7 already.
It is hard to believe. Great game last week. I'm sure coaches are, worried about a little bit of a letdown tonight. Want them to stay sharp, getting healthy. Had a couple injuries to deal with last week, but I think they're working through those, and excited to see them play tonight.
What do we know about the Covington Bucks, Coach Burner?
Well, you got a really young program right now. I think they've got 27 players. 17 of those kids are freshmen.
Wow.
And while that's a strong incoming class for them, they're still freshmen. This is a program that has been depleted the last 3 years. We didn't play last year based on their numbers. They didn't play a full schedule. So, anytime you're in that situation, you're looking at different things as far as positives than, say, a program like us that's, even though we graduate a lot of guys, we still have a lot of guys that are returning and now have experience, and they're upperclassmen. They're, some of them are 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. So, this is a team right now, I believe they are 2-4, or are they winless?
I don't think they've won.
They're winless.
Yeah.
And again, they look at this as an opportunity where, they didn't have to play the Cooper Brown and the Blake Broomball and the Ethan Lanes and the Elams of the, last year's team. So trying to come in here and steal one from the Dogs, any team that's young, you don't want to give them hope. So that's going to be our job early.
Well, the Dogs take the field dressed in the traditional white pants, red jersey with the red helmets and the MU sticker and numbers on the side.
We do have, on a side note, believe it or not, the Washington Post is supposed to be here tonight. Are you guys aware of this?
I've heard of this, yes.
No.
Yeah, the Washington Post is doing an article about small-town football. I don't know if it's just football or sports, and they're doing an article about all that. And God bless America, they picked West Melton and the Melton Union Bulldogs.
Seriously?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I think there was somebody taking pictures around school today, and I think they were at the pep assembly.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
And they're supposed to be here.
And what
tonight.
a great pep assembly it was.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, it was a great pep assembly.
Yeah.
That's one of the best ones I can remember. I think it's great when we have the whole school down there.
I love when we have the whole district in.
I think it's special, but then, the good doctor, Andy Amlin, was amazing. I'm going to brag here for a minute. I was a little nervous about my son getting up there as a captain.
No, he did a nice job.
He owned the mic pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's not one to shy away from the line.
No.
He's got a lot of his father in him. So
Yeah.
If you don't know who Andy is, Andy's a special educator at the high school and the voice of the Aviators for Vandalia Butler for basketball.
He's also called state volleyball tournament.
Yeah, he does a state volleyball tournament and all the tournament games they have at Butler. He does all those games too.
And last year he did call our
Tri-Village
when we
game.
beat Tri-Village at home. He called that game. So
he does a fantastic job.
And he had his own persona out there today. It was pretty awesome.
He is a WWE fan and a historian, so he broke into character today during the pep assembly, and it was great.
It was awesome.
He did a great job. I don't know who loved it more, the kids or the staff.
Yeah.
But, also, tonight, before we forget, we want to wish Mr. Bob Blackburn a happy 53rd birthday.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll appreciate that.
Yeah. Bob is the father of Coach Blackburn, Joe Blackburn. That's his dad, and he's here tonight. And so his wife made sure I knew so we could put an announcement out there, and I'm sure he's really happy about that.
And let me add, shout out to Sally Dixon. I believe she's watching that also. Sally had a little surgery and recovering, and wishing her well. And
get well, Coach.
Yep, quick recovery for her.
Absolutely.
Covington in the all black tonight, pants with the white jersey. And the black and red numbers, the Bucks of Covington. That long trip.
Down 48.
Down 48. And they are young, aren't they?
Yes. I think the
Okay.
one guy looks like might be a 7th grader.
Okay.
Dalen Garrett's going to kick for Covington. And Milton actually won the toss and elected to receive tonight. Sometimes they defer, but they'll take the football tonight, moving east to west.
Looks like the Dogs are in a little bit of a different formation, prepared for
Pooch kick or an onside kick?
pooch or an onside, just something different. When you're young and
underdogs, yeah.
the underdogs the way you are,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you got to do things to get kids excited. And
Did you guys know Corinne Lyons' son's on this team? Brock Lyons.
Okay.
You know
okay,
Corinne?
what number is he?
58. One of their good defenders, I believe.
Which
so.
is Corinne Hammond,
Yes, Corinne Hammond.
MU grad.
Whose nephew is on the soccer team?
And we are underway. It's a high spinner down to about the 30.
Happens to go to Mayfield. Probably
Mayfield,
not who.
40, and he slips and he
Oh,
fumbled the
fumble.
football.
I think he was down.
I think Covington got it.
And they
He had to
did.
have been down.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my.
Covington ball at the 39.
That's not even close.
And Coach Pierce is arguing
Yeah,
that he was
that's-
down.
I'm sorry. I'm starting in already, but I think his knee, his thigh, and his hip was down. Elbow.
11:54, 6 seconds, and Covington takes over at the 40. And that's exactly what you do not want. I believe they're led by a freshman quarterback, just like last week with Miami East. This is Landon Castle, number 8, in the shotgun. 3 receivers left in a slot. Number 40, Mason Epperson, throws it out quickly, and it's incomplete.
You know, right now the defense just really needs to pin their ears back and kind of make a statement here.
Quick change operations here for the defense. Second down 10 from the 40 after a opening turnover.
I'm watching the replay right now. Oh, I don't know. That might have been a fumble.
Yeah.
That might have been a fumble.
All right. Second down 10. Snap and a roll to the left. Pressure. Looks to throw. Overthrows, and it's incomplete. Pressure that time by number 20, Peyton Nichols, and it's a third down and 10 from the 40.
Good pressure by Nichols.
Got to think there's part of you that wants to keep, maybe this clock running just a little bit.
11:45 and counting. Early first quarter. Homecoming crowd tonight. Parade. Snap. Blitz is on. He's going to throw it up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete. And so Covington is going to maybe take a look at going here on 4th down in plus territory. No, it looks like the punt team will come out.
Quarterback's off the field.
Mayfield back for Milton.
So three plays, 3 pass plays.
Quick 3 and out. 3 incompletions.
See if
Garrett to punt.
Mayfield makes up for his fumble.
Sideways spinner. Mayfield at the 10, and he falls
Slipped,
down
he
again.
Slipped.
Might need to check those cleats.
Yep. Well, did get some rain, and
But the Bulldogs hold and will take over at the 12. 1st and 10.
We'll see. I got a feeling we're going to see a steady dose of Foose Nichols.
Yep.
Dogs led by number 14, Wyatt Kimmel. Flanked. Kimmel's going to keep it, little option, and is going to lose 2 yards. 2nd down and 12. That's obviously a botched play.
I think they were the designed option. I think it was a speed option because he caught and started getting downhill.
Coach Pierce shaking his head down here like, okay.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe based on that reaction.
Goodness. Well, 2nd and 12. Dogs pinned back to here in their own territory. Kimmel's got it at the 6, and it's shot out to Charlie Lane, who breaks a man. He breaks a tackle all the way to the 25. It's a first down.
Good catch by Charlie. Got a couple extra yards after the catch.
Good ball from Wyatt. First down, Dogs.
Nice throw. Nice pitch and catch, as they say.
Get the ball out quick.
Kimmel. Mayfield.
I think that
Little jet.
That may have been what the first play was supposed to be.
Breaks a tackle. 35, 40, 45, 50.
I
Goodbye.
don't think they're going to catch him.
Goodbye. He pushed him out at the
Oh,
30.
wow.
Nice play by the safety there. Number 3 saved a touchdown, Philip McMakin. But all the way to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, I thought he was going.
Excuse me, 27-yard line.
Nice little 48-yard gain to start the. That's a pretty good yards per carry so far for Mayfield.
10-14, clock stopped on the out of bounds. Dogs in plus territory down at the 27.
Little Foose action.
Foose, and he slipped a little
Yeah.
bit.
He did.
Got about to the 26, gain of 2. Second down and 8.
And we got a
It's
lot of
interesting
rain.
to see that.
Yeah.
Well, you got a fresh sodded field this year. You know, it's in year 1. It's still young and probably went dry for a while and got a decent amount of rain, and so it's probably pretty soft.
What do you
I
think?
mean, in my lawn
I was
experience,
going to say, you sound like a lawn care guy.
Lane split left, snap. Throw to Lane again, and he made the catch. The throw was behind him, but Charlie went down and got it about the 23, so it'll be about 3rd and 4 or 5 here for Milton. Kimmel gets the play in the huddle, 20 on the play clock.
Lane split wide.
Motion. Mayfield. 20. Fumbled the ball again. Who's got it? Looks like the Dogs recovered it, and it's going to be a first down, but Peyton's loose with the football here. First down, Dogs at the 15. .852 and counting.
Haven't seen Foose have a carry yet?
Not yet.
about 2 yards.
Oh, the first
That's
one?
the first carry. That's
Yeah,
right.
you had that one right down there. Nichols has not.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nichols, he's going to take the handoff, and a nice play
Nice
there.
tackle.
Yeah.
Mason Epperson, 5'10", sophomore. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Tell you what, gets his running in every day.
Yeah, he does. It's a good crowd tonight. Good homegrown.
Great
I
crowd.
mean, you got people pretty deep in the end zones,
Yeah.
and the bleachers are full.
It's just awesome, that parade. It just cracks me up how many people go to that.
Yeah.
Motion. Up the middle, Foose runs into
Nothing.
his own man and will get nothing. Make it 3rd and 7. So a big 3rd down play here early in the football game. 7:38 and counting. Dogs on a march from their own 12 after a turnover and a 3 and out. First possession for the Dogs tonight. Covington looks a little confused. Now they're set. Kimmel's got the snap. Looks to throw.
Got
Steps
time.
and throws to the corner. And I think Mayfield got it, but it's out of bounds. And it's going to be 4th down and 7. And Coach has a decision to make.
He's going to go for it.
Yep, yep.
Coach Pierce does not like to kick field goals.
40.
He's an offensive-minded guy. He's kicking field goals. In his mind, he should be scoring touchdowns.
So a huge 4th and 7 from the 12-yard line.
Big play here early.
Flanked on both sides. Foose to his left. Fake handoff, looking to throw. Slips. Takes off with it. He's not going to get it.
Nope.
That was number 51, just came off the edge and beat
Trenton
Schuler.
Havner, yes, sir. And the Bucks take over. Great start for Covington.
Yeah, I say good stand. I don't think things could have started better for Covington.
3 split to the right this time. As Castle is in shotgun. They had the ball 3 times. They've thrown it 3 times. Now they've thrown it 4 times, and it's high and incomplete. 2nd down 10.
Well, at some point, you got to test the run
I get the feeling they don't think they can run on
because
us.
they're not even close on these pass attempts.
It looks like if they could get it out, they've got some space to maybe do some things,
Right.
but throws have been inaccurate so far from
Oh, and that could be what they're seeing.
Castle. Now he's going to look over the middle, and it's complete. That was Dalen Garrett with the catch. It's 3rd and about 6.
What number was that on the catch?
Number 19. 6:38, counting. No score here early. It's homecoming. Coach is always concerned about homecoming play.
Yep.
Castle on the roll, looking, throws it up for grabs. And it's incomplete. Good coverage by Will Johns that time, number 21. Mayfield had him bracketed. Again, looking for Garrett, and the Bucks will punt.
And number 12, I believe it's number 12, Derek Meyer.
Derek Meyer,
Yeah,
yes.
Derek Meyer. He is their leading rusher. 228 yards.
Is
on
he
the
out
season.
there?
I saw him, yeah.
Okay, I was going to say they got a couple kids on crutches, so I wasn't sure.
I
Looks
thought I
like
saw
13 and 18.
I thought
so,
I saw 12 out there.
you know, Hoying and French.
Good snap.
French is a junior, 6'2", 155.
End over end this time. Mayfield runs and catches. And he'll get to about the 36. So great field position here for the Dogs.
I'd like to see us just grind it out right here.
Get on the board.
Run down the throat a little bit and score a touchdown. Are they playing a JV game tomorrow?
No.
No.
JVs play Monday night.
Oh, they do?
Not against Covington, but against somebody else, and I can't remember who it is.
Okay.
Are they playing here?
I believe so, yes. Kimmel. Foose to his right. The leading TRC runner's got it, and he's got about 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Tackled that time by number 30, Garrett Leisner, 6'2", 195-pound junior. But good yardage on 1st down. Jordan's had some tough sledding the last 2 weeks, hasn't he?
Well, I mean, when you're,
he's keyed, isn't he?
yeah. I mean, it's, you know, early in the season it was Mayfield, and he played off of that, and now it's.
By the way, guys, I was just checking. Covington's got 2 seniors on the roster.
Wow.
The whole group will be back next year, but for 2 guys. One of those is the leading rusher.
Foose.
Meyer.
25. All the way to the 20 and a 1st down.
Good patience there on that run.
Yep.
Waiting for his block, saw the cut back, hit the cut back. That was a good run, good patient run.
.525 and counting.
So what Covington's in right now, and I think this is something we just not used to seeing. They're in what appears to be like a 3-3 stack defense.
Yeah, see that, 3-3.
A lot of defensive backs keep guys off the ball. They're walking guys up. They're kind of disguising things.
Kimmel. Out route, incomplete. Just off target. 2nd down 10.
And, you know, it's typically a defense when you got a lot of athletic kids or maybe not a lot of size. And as much as you go, well, you can just run right at it. They're able to – they blitz. They have a lot of blitz packages. And, again, this is what I'm seeing right now. And, And that could be giving our O-line a little bit of trouble on some of our between-the-tackle plays.
It's a different blocking scheme, sort of, right?
You
got to
don't know
find the
where
guy.
they're coming from.
Right, gotcha.
And as an O-lineman, you got to get out and go get people. And if they can flow to the ball, and you can see right now, they're getting downhill and doing a good job of that.
That was Mayfield with the carry, and he got maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9, and Dogs are back into a tough 3rd down situation.
3rd and long.
And you can see all the defensive backs they got, and then some guys will walk up as linebackers. And they got 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and then they got all these. So there's a safety, the corner that just walked up. They got 2 guys on this edge.
Kimmel lobs it. Mayfield, he's got it. It's a touchdown. What a play by Peyton Mayfield. And he hit him in the corner for 6.
And he did a nice job of adjusting because he was going to go inside of the guy, and he realized the ball was going to go a little further, and he took that little step outside of the guy and made a great catch.
Dogs going for 2.
Bobbled it for a second and kept the concentration. And
Coach Pierce has the line split out with Foose behind the line. One center.
They're going to throw it out there. If they're not going to cover it, they're going to throw it out there.
Yep, he's got it. Tipped. Can he get there? Tries to break a tackle. It's close.
Nope.
He did not make it. And the ball was tipped, and it threw the timing off.
It was a good job by the kid to step up there. He was uncovered to step out and get a hand on the ball.
So 6-0 Dogs here early.
But yeah, back to what's given. It's not a defense you see all the time. Your O-line has to kind of be ready for about anything, and
something like a toss sweep, be able to, or a pulling guard seal that edge and be able to do some things.
And that's what we did earlier. We were running some jets and we were running some and getting that edge. But now all of a sudden, if they start walking guys up, but I think the big thing is once the O-line coaches can kind of settle in and go, okay, what games are they playing? What are they showing? Here's how we're going to handle it.
Right.
We'll be fine because man for man we're better. But what happens is it forces your linemen. They don't have a guy that's right across the ball. It's forcing a lot more of your linemen to get out off the ball and get to the second level to block guys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and instead of just going, they have to make a decision.
Correct. They got to communicate. Hey, I'm going here. Hey, I'm going here.
Braden Shower
good kick,
hits it, and it rolls and makes the end zone. It's a good thing it did because if it would have died about the 1, there was some problems for Covington there.
Sometimes you go into some zone blocking kind of ideas where, hey, you're not matching up with a guy. You're matching up with, who shows first. And so.
And at halftime, we will have Larry Taylor.
Coach Taylor, yeah.
We're going to talk a little military with Coach Taylor. Couldn't get him in last week, but always fun to talk to him. We're going to have the Queen herself, Ty Parsons. We're going to talk to Ty a little bit.
Covington shows power left, and they're going to hand it. That's number 12.
Coffee with
Meyer,
the tackle.
Ian Coffey, first hit. Good play by Ian there. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
That'll be Covington's first yard of the game.
Yeah, that was first run play.
Yep.
That was Meyer, right?
Yes.
He is the leading rusher.
Castle flanked by Meyer, 2nd and 9. Castle rolls and looks to throw. Throws and incomplete. Again, a wide open man. That was Epperson. And Castle is just a little off right now. It's 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, we had nobody there covering the flats. Will flew with that receiver he was with.
Epperson. No, with Garrett probably, yeah.
So I don't know if that would have been Kaysen. I don't know if he was on this side. I think he probably was. but that we may have been caught in a game where Casey was going inside and we, ran some sort of stunt.
Blitz by the Dogs. Looks like he's going to try to run for it, and he slips and falls. And we've seen that a number of times here. Loss of about 2, and it'll be 4th down and 11. 3:20 on the stadium scoreboard. And the clock is moving in a very quick first quarter. 6-0 MU.
It'd be nice for Mayfield just to pop one here.
Yeah, I feel like he's got it in him tonight.
Garrett with a high spinner and away from him.
A real nice punt.
It's going to roll all the way to the 34-yard line. So a really good punt that time. Daylin Garrett. Great name. Daylin. Dogs take over. 1st and 10 at the 35. Just 6-0.
Going to look up here and see what are the TRC matchups we got going on tonight.
You wonder a little bit how the footing's playing in too, like with other guys.
I have my thoughts on this footing thing.
Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. I'll save it
Under
for
center this time. Power.
Nice.
Foose. All the way to the 50.
Nice run. Nice little wiggle.
Looked like he might go all the way, and he got tackled at midfield, first down.
Here's an interesting one tonight because I think Lehman's playing pretty well right now.
Riverside.
Riverside at Lehman.
That's a huge game.
Riverside at Lehman, so that'll be interesting. Who the Bees play tonight? Bees are playing at Northridge. Bethel's at Northridge, so that'll be interesting too.
We need to see that matchup for next week as well. Charlie Lane split left.
That's our next 2 games.
Correct. Mayfield in motion. Foose. Stutter step. And he'll get 2 or 3 yards to the 47. Tackled that time by number 2, Jack Blumenstock. 5'11", 165. Just a junior. 2nd down and 7.
How many yards did Foose end up with last week?
120 something.
Was it
130?
Yeah, because he had like 30, and then he boomed that last one.
Yeah, that's what I didn't know how many yards he had up to that point.
Dogs struggling a little bit offensively, but you got to give Covington some credit.
Yeah, Covington's tackling,
Nichols.
not making it easy.
Peyton drags a man. He gets about 3 or 4 more, and it's down to the 41 where it'll be 3rd and a short 2. Brock Lyons with the tackle that time.
So one of the ways that you attack this is you just go straight on.
Mm-hmm.
If you're covered, you block the guy in front of you. If you're uncovered, you go to the second level and first guy it shows.
Power over the guard.
Yep.
Just rip. And they got him off sides.
Yep. So
little hard count from Wyatt Kimmel that time, and it's going to be a 1st down after the penalty.
Got guys doing push-ups out there.
They do that.
It's the
I've seen that
second
3
kid
times. I've seen it
that,
3 times.
And I think that's
kind of a
consequence.
yeah.
Okay.
It's 2 or 3 push-ups, and up they go.
Okay.
1st and 10 at the 36.
We got some movement. It's going to be on us.
Dead ball false start. May have been 73. Big Ben Carpenter.
Freshman.
May have been. I'm not sure, but it looked like it. It was on that far side.
We're going to blame anybody.
Hey,
Blame a freshman.
Blame the freshman.
Ben's probably excited tonight. He gets to block guys his age.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Not his size, though.
Not it. No. New.
35 seconds and counting. Play clock at 11. First quarter is about over, and it's 6-0 MU. Kimmel snap, looks to throw. Little screen to Mayfield. Makes a man miss.
Nice run.
Splits it up the middle. Still going. May go all the way. Will go all the way. No flags. Touchdown. Milton Union.
Got to hit, you got to wrap, you got to bring them down. Nice, strong run by Mayfield.
Mayfield, after a slow start with a fumble and a couple slips, already has 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. And again, the Dogs go for 2.
And he's got 6. I've got him for 61 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns, both touchdowns and 57 yards on the ground. It's a pretty good first quarter.
Not bad.
Same set. This time Mayfield goes in motion. And Wyatt runs, and
Got it.
he got it. So he keeps it himself and gets 2. 14-0 MU.
Nice run by Kimmel.
Yep.
It's a tough formation to cover, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got them split out, and
You got to cover
you got to do
the
something.
TRC's leading rusher out there with a whole bunch of guys ready to block for him. Or you got number 17 who's just burnt you twice, who's going in motion.
So you got an option look off of it.
And then you got Kimmel, who's what, 185, 190, I don't know.
He's listed at 200, 6'1",
Okay.
200.
Okay, so you got a 200-pound quarterback that you got to tackle in a little bit of space, and all you got to get is 3 yards.
And the other thing you've got is Charlie over here one-on-one. If they decide to cheat inside, you could flip it out to him.
Yep.
I like it. Coach Pierce special.
Nice little wrinkle.
You future opponents, you're going to have to figure that one out.
I was going to say that. Well, that's just something else you got to prepare for.
The art of defense, of running offense, is keeping the defense off balance.
Yeah,
right?
just something else now. Now when a team sees that, they have to prepare for that.
It is 14-0. And people would probably say we had a very poor start. And it's 14-0.
We haven't played very well.
Little tail dragger that time. Little reverse.
Well, going the wrong way.
Oh, boy. That's Ian Coffey with the hit.
Coffee laid a lick on him.
Yep. I'm not sure why the clock's not stopping. Clock needs to go to about 10 seconds. About 10. I mean, it's enough for one play.
So a pretty good first quarter by Peyton Mayfield.
You know, and one of the things you have to understand about this Bulldog team, you know, they're in week 7. Their identity is there. This is not a team that's going to just rack up a ton of points.
Right.
You know, last year's team, it's probably 35-0 right now. You know, because they just had big play guys all over the place.
Oh, goodness.
Nichols and
First hit by
Zank.
59, Zank. Simon, that's the end of the quarter. Meyer carried that time. It looks like no gain, and that's going to be a 14-0 red and white score on homecoming night here at the stadium. One home game left.
That's right. It's hard to
believe that.
That's hard to believe.
yeah.
So at Bethel, home versus the Ridge.
The Ridge,
and then at Riverside.
We could get a home playoff
You could.
game,
We could.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was just thinking regular season.
which is crazy to think.
It'd be great.
I mean, you lose, 15 starters, 18 seniors. You win tonight, you guarantee yourself a 500 regular season, right?
Yep.
And there's just a lot of people who didn't see that, coming.
I think there's people said 3-7,
Right.
4-6.
Yeah.
But, a lot of times it's people that just don't know. I mean, I think we felt like this could be where we're at.
Yeah.
I think
And
people
the-
close to it felt like that.
And the scary thing is, if we beat Oakwood, we're second in the region.
Yeah. And the coaches are still upset about that.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
I mean, they still there's no way they should have beat us.
But all in all, definitely ahead of where I think a lot of people thought we would be at this point. So hats off to the coaches. They've done a great job. And I think, helps to have dudes, but coaching means a lot too.
yep.
And these Coach Pierce and his staff have done a great job.
But I could take that almost anywhere.
Castle in the shotgun. He's got it. And it's flipped out here and dropped. They've tried that play 3 or 4 times and just cannot connect. Third down.
Charlie Lane was all over it. By the way, shout out to his brother Ethan, who's got the starting nod up at Findlay as a freshman on the O-line. Started last week, played really well, starting again tomorrow.
This week, yeah. Saw that.
So shout out to him.
3rd and 10. Covington does not have an answer. Castle throws. There's a pick. Oh, baby.
Charles. Charles. Licking the chops.
Oh, you had a pick 6, buddy.
Oh, baby. It was going to Blumenstock, and Charlie's like, oh, I got 6 in my pocket.
Charlie was going to run that one back to Clark's.
Yeah.
He was heading that direction.
Oh.
Mayfield plants himself at the 50.
He's going to see that.
He's going to score
all night tonight.
I got a feeling here, boys. If it's kicked to him, he's got a chance.
If we don't block it.
Yeah. Rolls and dies at the 50. First down, MU.
And I haven't broke out any trivia yet.
You only got 3 tonight, so
yeah,
you're going to have to be judicious.
I can hold off till second half.
Judicious.
Nice word, English teacher.
Thank you, Mr. ELA. Judicious.
Judicious.
It's not just the words.
Was that
the emphasis
was that,
put
was
on
that one
stuff.
of the Membeam words? That
Yeah,
they had
right?
this week?
Yeah.
Who knows? I can't keep track of them. Flanked. Looks like Carpenter may have moved again, but he got away with it.
Yeah, he flinched. He's excited.
Jordan Foose gets 3. Slow dog getting up. Is that Fuller? It is. He's up now. Good to have him back.
Yeah.
Second down and 7. 11:22. Beautiful night.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes. Had a great night.
I've heard rumor that we may be live next week at Bethel. Still trying to work that out, but it looks it may happen.
That'd be cool.
That's going to be fun in their new press box.
Yeah.
Stone needs to back up a little bit, and he does. Motion.
That's why he asked the referee.
Oh, Kimmel's going to keep it. I think that's a mistake.
Yeah.
He went to hand off and just didn't get the handoff. -2. Third down and 10 now. And Pierce, Coach Pierce, hands raised like, what on earth is going on?
Yeah, you want to see your guys, no matter what the score is,
execute.
Yes, you want to execute.
100%.
What was that phrase like? It was a naked boot.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, that was too much
a naked boot.
There was not enough of either on that one.
Not enough boot, and too much naked.
Yeah, yeah.
Kimmel.
I feel like we're all leaning.
Third down. 10. Up for grabs. Goodness gracious, it's going to get picked off. Oh, no, Mayfield's got it.
Oh, my gosh.
Unbelievable. He ripped it
How
away.
did he get that?
Unbelievable catch. Put on a show, man.
He just said, I think I'm going to take that.
I mean, McMakin's right there. Had the ball in his hand, and Mayfield said, no, sir. And it's a first down on a 25-yard gain.
Yeah, because you guys catch a lot of balls in wrestling. Sorry, our announcers are saying the wrestling coaches.
The wrestling coaches to our left are taking credit for that
lot
reception.
of hand-eye coordination in wrestling.
So good. Kimmel. Play
Oh, he's
fake.
got Will
Will
Johns.
Johns is wide
Yeah, he's
open.
got-
So's Mayfield. Touchdown. Will Johns has got his hands up like, yeah, I'll clap for it, but dang. Touchdown number 3 for number 17, and it is 20-0. And he had an option to throw to either one, and Shower will kick here.
Yeah, that was can't guard Mayfield tonight.
I have unofficially, he has 4 catches for 102 yards. Three of those 4 for touchdowns.
Yeah, and then the rushing of, 50-some odd?
Yep.
All right, senior Braden Shower here.
King candidate.
Snap's good, holds good, kick is up, and it is good. And it's 21-0.
Yeah, that was impressive. Nice throw by Kimmel, too.
Yep.
Nice throw by Kimmel.
Beautiful.
In the line, he had all the time in the world. to make that throw. So,
Yep.
But you know what? I like. I've got Will Johns as an advisor in my room with freshmen, and he's just a good kid.
oh, he is. He's a great kid.
Because a lot of kids right there, I was wide open and might drop the shoulders and say, "Why didn't you throw it to me?" You know what I mean?
Yep.
You get those kids sometimes, but Will put his hands up, started clapping, and that's the kind of kid he is.
Yeah, for sure. Just
Yep.
wants to win. Wants to win.
Well, and
Because I would have been mad. I was wide open.
He
Give me the ball.
probably came off the field today. You're going to see it on film tomorrow.
I was wide
I was
open.
wide open.
Wide open.
Yeah. Hey, nice throw, but by the way, on a side note.
Man, that was sweet, but I
was
just so
open.
you know I was open.
Got to get my touches, coach. Got to get my touches. 9:42, and about following the script we thought it might. All Milton.
Appearing to start to trend that way.
Shower approaches, and it's in the air. Ooh, he got
Good
a
one.
high spinner.
Good
That's
one.
going to go into the end zone.
Nice
kick.
Nice kick, Shower.
Beautiful. How's the kettle corn, Coach?
Well, I can't eat it now because I'm on air.
I know, but how is it?
But it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It was delicious. And I'll eat the rest.
I think it's about time for a trivia here at some point. I know we got 3, but
Well, I thought we might wait till
halfway
the
through the
half.
second. Okay. all
Well,
right.
but if we have a running clock,
It'll go.
Could
it'll
go
go
quick.
fast.
Could
Yeah,
go
you're
quick.
right. You're right. So I am going to ask a trivia question when the opportunity presents itself.
And I did see Doc before the game.
He's talking trash.
Oh, he was. And
Yeah,
I said, he said I said something.
Yeah.
Doc
And I
Den
said,
was?
No. Coach Barnes said, I was a softball last week.
That wasn't me. I didn't say that. Oh, it's
Oh,
picked.
Nichols.
Nichols, that's going to be a touchdown.
Wow.
And he read it all the way, and Castle floated it out there for 6.
Nice
What
job.
a catch.
Getting the tip with the left hand
Little
and then
left
catching
hand.
it. That was nice.
For the senior linebacker, and it's 26-0.
That is where things get out of control. When you start talking about scores, it's, boom, boom. We just went from 14-0 to it's going to be 28.
Yeah, my son asked me what I thought the score would be, and I said I gave a number based off turnovers, and there's one of them.
So, who said that last week was a softball question? It was
You
a
said
softball.
it.
Was
You
it me?
did, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Doc,
I would
I'm
never
sorry.
say that, but you know why? Because I
Oh,
never
now
know the
hold
answer.
On, now, hold on. No.
Showers extra points
It
good.
was an easier question, okay? And I do think you said
I
it.
did not.
Gosh, was it me?
I didn't even know
we,
the answer.
We have tape. We can go back.
Yeah, we can go back.
Yeah,
Go
can we
back
throw
and
the
check.
red flag like the commercials?
Yeah, right.
Go check the tape.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
That sounds like you, Coach.
Did
I'm telling
you guys say you want a trivia
Yeah,
question?
well,
All right,
I
all
hope
right.
it's not a softball.
All right, here we
It's
go.
going to be a heater in the head.
Okay, Jordan Foose will be trying for his 5th straight 100-yard game this week versus Covington. Aside from Michael Elam, who did it
Last year.
2019 to 2022, who was the last player to record 5 straight, not just 5, but 5 straight 100-yard games? And it's in the Pierce era.
That's some strong water, right?
And it's in the – I'll let you think, Russell.
I know who I want to say right away,
Okay.
but you're also like, there's been some really good running backs in that time frame that
Heck
you wonder.
yeah, I mean,
Like, I want to say Blake Newmeyer, and it would have been his junior year. But I don't think Blake had a run of 5.
Going to go out of bounds or hit the end zone?
no, it got the corner.
Did it? All right.
No, did you hear how Coach phrased that? Coach Grudich says it's in the era, right?
Right.
So that means it could go back a little
Could've.
ways.
It could.
The way he said that. I'm not any good at this, and nothing's a softball. So,
Okay, so let's just walk our way through this.
How about a guy
You've got
like,
like Tyler Brown
yeah, or a Finn
or
Frock.
Finn Frock,
Yeah.
or I'm going to go with Luckenbill.
How about a Stephen Dieter?
I'm going with Luckenbill.
You're going to go with Luckenbill?
Coach,
I'll go with Finn Frock.
you know what they say?
Did I say the name?
I'll tell you after this play.
Fumble. And he's going to be tackled
Now,
for a loss.
They always tell you, Coach Berner, they tell you,
Go with your gut.
go with your first impression.
It was Blake.
No,
Daggone it.
no, it
No.
wasn't Blake.
Tyler Brown.
It was Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown.
Tyler Brown, TB, 2012. He went 126, 144, 100 on the nose.
Wow.
230, 124. So,
Castle. And fumble. Ball's loose. Still loose. Dogs got it.
Got that one.
Carter Berner's got the recovery at the 8.
Who's that on the tackle? Who's that on the
That would
hit?
be Schuler, who made sure he took him to the ground.
After last week,
Good for him. Good for him.
8:55, another
And
turnover.
you could tell Jake coming off the field was really fired up about that
Good for him.
for that reason.
Yeah. Foos might have a hard time getting 100 yards tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I changed those lines to be all fast.
Now, does Coach Pierce know anything about that? Or
I doubt it.
Probably not. Lane split.
Oh, we're leaning hard.
Yeah, that has to be called.
We just a little excited tonight? A little antsy?
Well, either that's on the center. He's not snapping the ball like he should, as quick as he should, so everybody's going.
First and goal now at the 13.
So Schuler was at my house after school today, and he's been getting razzed a little bit. And those of you who watched the Miami game last week and about not taking the quarterback down.
Kind of pushed him.
Yeah.
Kind of pushed him.
Chucked him, and he's taking a good, teasing from a lot of people.
I'm sure not from you, though.
Well, no, he did.
Okay. I was kidding. I knew it would be from you.
Nichols. Corner. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown. Peyton Nichols. And that's 2 touchdowns for that young man. 1 on offense, 1 on defense. 34-0, and the clock has barely moved at 8:46.
And I told Jake, I said, the only way to get people to forget about it
Make a play.
is make a play.
Make a play.
And don't, be able to look back on that play. You're a sophomore. Be able to look back and say, the last time I let a guy go was my sophomore year.
Good snap, and the kick is up. And good. 35-0.
So, right there, he's next opportunity. And not only he slams him down violently enough, he creates a fumble.
Mm-hmm. Great stuff.
Well, I would say after the first couple possessions, things have gone as planned, as we thought they would. But I do have a good story, and I'm gonna save it for the second half. But I have a good story about the Covington football team that impressed me a great deal. So much so that I actually sent an email to the AD at Covington, Ashley.
Ashley Naff.
About what had happened, and
Premier athletic director. She does a fantastic job.
And she has a lot on her plate.
She does. She's a golf liaison for the state in this area.
East is beating Troy Christian 13-0. Valley View 14-0 over Madison in the second quarter. A little surprising.
Shower going for another touchback. Low spinner.
Wow.
He's going to let it run.
As Mason would say, he kicked that like a soccer ball.
Yeah, he's not happy about it. Hands on the helmet.
Yeah.
He goes and picks up the tee. Still got it. I mean, that's all that is a snap hook drive. Done that before, like 4 hours ago.
For Sales Anna tonight. Mason Colerain tonight. Mason 14, Colerain 0. Mason,
I think Colerain's dropped since
okay.
Bolden left and went to Lakota West.
Who's the Coach Berner? Who's the best Division I football team around in the state right now that you know of? Anybody down in Cincinnati area? Is it Moeller or who is it?
Or is it
New quarterback this time. They give it to 19.
Oh, wow. Nice run.
Yeah, good
And
wheels.
he gets 11 yards. So a little Wildcat, Daylin Garrett, 5'10 sophomore, and is it a
wheels
first
to him?
down? It is. Their first down of the football game.
Northridge is leading Bethel 6-3. Second quarter.
Well, I think the last few years, Springfield's kind of had a stranglehold on the region.
Yeah.
And I don't think you're the regional champ is going to come out of
Garrett again. He's going to roll this time.
Good job.
Looks like the
Good
Dogs have
job.
read that perfectly. Charlie Lane.
Nice tackle, Charlie.
You know, Charlie made the tackle, but Seth Lowry made the play.
Right.
He kept his outside shoulder free, kept popping it, kept moving it outside where Charlie could come up and make that play.
Loss of 4.
Riverside Lehman 7-7 in the second quarter.
Nice.
That one's going to come down to the end, I think.
It'd be nice for them to.
Speaking of Springfield, 28-0 over Springboro in the second quarter.
It's Springboro's down.
Tri-Village 27, Arcanum 0 in the second quarter. Troy's beaten Xenia 14-6.
So to answer your question, I don't know enough about Cincinnati area this
Top
year.
pass. Ooh.
Oh my!
Bulldogs,
that was McMakin.
Bulldogs are hitting tonight.
Couldn't have felt good.
Loss of 3 or 4.
What number's McMakin?
Number 3.
Okay.
Lost 4 on the play. 7:22 and counting. 35-0 here on homecoming.
Well, the home crowd's could see a score at halftime like we were accustomed to last year.
Yeah.
I'm interested in your story, Coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
Or maybe if I have time, I'll say it first half.
McMakin. I'm sorry, Garrett looking to
Got it,
throw.
Charlie.
Charlie picked it. 35-30. 25-20. And at the 16-yard line. Another turnover by the Dogs' defense.
That was an example of staring down your receiver.
Yep.
Because he was open, but Charlie was just reading the quarterback.
Well, he stared at him, pumped about 3 times, and still threw it
Yeah.
to the same guy.
Yeah.
And Charlie just sat there and waited for that ball to come out of his hands. Broke on the play.
It's played by Charlie. Charlie's kind of coming into his own.
Yep.
Yeah, he's had a nice year.
Yeah, I've been impressed with him. He's come a long way.
Dogs trying to take advantage of another turnover, the 3rd consecutive turnover. Foose has it this time. Tries to cut back and runs into a pack of Buccaneers, if that's such a thing.
What would they call that?
A lot of Buccaneers.
A ship?
A
A
full?
shipload of Buccaneers.
That's good, Coach.
Thanks.
A shipload.
Shipload.
A shipload.
You gotta watch how you say it.
Yeah, I know, right? 2nd and 8.
It's like that Kmart commercial. You
Yep.
gotta be careful.
Yep.
You know
That's
what?
right.
We are not halfway through quarter number 2. Kimmel flanked by Foose. Looks to throw. Out to number 3, who's got the catch. Spins all the way to the 6.
Tristan Perkins.
Yeah, Tristan with a catch. Good job. Pass and catch, 1st and goal. 6-yard line.
6-yard line. See if we.
I think this could be number 11. Getting a punch here.
Yeah. I think so.
This
too.
looks like a Foose formation.
Yeah, I think so too.
Motion, Foose, and touchdown, Milton Union. Jordan's got one on homecoming. It's 41-0.
Well,
All right. So I'll tell my Covington story
Yeah,
now.
this is it's a good time for it.
My brother lives in Fort Laramie. In Fort Laramie and Covington were playing, and it was Military Appreciation Night. So my uncle was in the military, so my nephew asked him to, the way they do it in Fort Laramie. They make it? Yep.
Yeah.
It's good.
The way they do it in Fort Laramie, each kid brings a veteran with them. And they line everybody up in front of the homestands across
Okay.
the field, and they'll announce the player and then the veteran they brought with them, and they'll say, what branch of the service or whatever. They introduce all of them.
Number of years and whatever.
Yeah. So Covington's there. So Covington's on the other side of the field, and they're kind of waiting. And Laramie's bringing all the guys out, and they're kind of waiting to start the ceremony. And before the ceremony starts, every single Covington kid and coach went over, and they went down the line. They shook the hand of every veteran there.
Wow, that's awesome.
And like every kid, every coach went to every veteran and shook his hand and thanked him through the whole thing.
It's good stuff.
Which I thought was awesome. Not to mention that was not something that was expected of Covington to do. You know what I mean? Like they're just the other team there on Military Appreciation Night. They're just kind of off to the side waiting for the ceremony to run. And they went over and so I emailed the AD. I was like, that was a really very classy move by your kids and your coaches to do what they did. So
That's awesome.
Yep. Made me feel good to be a TRC member.
Yep, very cool.
Showing some class.
There you go, Braden. That's better.
Yeah, kick that one like a football.
Kick goes into the end zone for Covington on the 20.
Has anybody seen Bill Murray?
Anybody seen Bill Murray?
Yeah.
Like on TV?
Yeah. No.
Like recently? Or?
I just feel like Poxitani Phil. Like I feel like I'm on Groundhog Day right now.
Oh, I've seen the same thing over and over again. I got you.
Braden bounces one in the end zone, and
Well, the first part of the game, they weren't turning it over. You know what I mean?
yeah,
so
they've had 3 straight turnovers.
we're making, you know.
I think we got it figured out. We're sort of teeing off on people now.
Well, and this whole quarter's been played in this half of the field.
Right.
Castle back at quarterback, so
I mean, our first possession started on the 50, and it's literally this field hasn't been touched.
Jordan Miller, 5'9" freshman, carried that time, got some yards. Probably a 4.
About 4 or 5.
Yeah.
We'll
Second
give-
6. Give him
We'll
5.
We'll give him 5.
5, 11, and counting here.
Get a lot of kids, young kids, some reps.
Yeah.
Good opportunity to rest some guys.
He's got it again. Great run that time, all the way to the 42.
He got 10 yards for anybody touched him.
Yep, he was moving.
Jordan Miller.
A 17-yard run there.
Casey Wrench into the defensive lineup here.
This guy split out super wide.
Wow, is he wide and off the line. Uh-oh.
Probably get Mayfield out of there as much as anything. Oh, that was Stone. I thought it was Mayfield over here.
Miller again, got 2, 2nd and 8. Can we say it's Miller time?
Coach just pulling him out left
Wow.
and right.
I feel good tonight.
About 4 plays you've been sitting on that one, huh?
I feel good. I've been looking at names here. There's not a lot going on.
So
You were studying the roster all day at school today.
gonna pull that out.
I'll use Miller time in the second quarter.
Miller. Oh,
Schuler said,
Schuler.
Nice play, Schuler.
-6.
come here. You are not going anywhere else.
3rd down, 13. 3:15 and counting. We're going to have a running clock tonight, second half.
Second half will go
Here
quick.
comes the queen. I think she got the message. I think she's a little early to our left.
The royalty.
Yeah.
Well, she's got to make her way through the crowd.
All hail. All hail the queen. You're a tad early, Ty, just a little bit. Yeah, 4 minutes into halftime.
4 minutes into halftime. Well, you can wait here or you can come back. We're going to interview Mr. Taylor for a little bit first, and then you.
Is that all right?
Whatever you want to do, you're welcome. You're welcome to. We love to hang out with the Queen.
wanna
But if you
sit?
have
Your Royal
if you have
Highness?
subjects that you would like to go see for a little bit, you can do that too.
All right, sounds good. I saw the crown sparkling. I didn't see her. I saw this light, and I looked over, and I was like, oh, the queen.
So we got a time. We got a timeout.
Those are my COVID kids.
Every time you make a comment like the Queen, I think about Coming to America.
Yeah, me too.
My Queen, my Queen. What a great movie.
Oh,
Yes.
we've talked about that before.
Awesome movie.
Also, I think of the the Naked Gun trilogy when they're
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson's got to kill the queen. That's so good.
Yeah. Is that Naked Gun 2.5?
That's one.
Or 33 1/3.
No, that's 1.
Is it?
Yeah, 2.5 is
I don't remember.
is not good, and 33 1/3 I really liked.
I watched them over the summer,
Yeah.
They're all
remembering they were funny, and I went, okay,
Not
how did this happen?
Castle blitz. Oh, A gap. He got hit, and it's intercepted. And Mayfield makes a man miss. He could go 45-40. Castle with an angle. 30, 25-20. It's a touchdown again. Put it on the board. My goodness gracious.
The thing is, he had 8 guys who all had the angle on him.
Yeah, it
and
didn't
he
matter.
just played with them and got in the end zone. He did a little stutter step, and then explosion.
The officials are telling them to wind the clock,
You know,
which I don't quite think's legal, but
you know what?
48-0.
I don't know about. He's pretty fast.
I think he's got a little bit of speed to him.
Yeah, he's got a little
Jeez. Is that 4?
little juice
Is that 4 tonight?
for him.
3 receiving.
No, he's only.
I think he's got 4 touchdowns. Oh,
Yeah, it is. It's 4.
snap hook from Braden there, and it's no good. 48-0.
Well,
Now they've got the clock stopped at 1:47.
that was an impressive return by Mr. Mayfield. Wait, is that his second interception? First.
No, Charlie's
Charlie
got
got
one. Nichols has
Peyton.
got one.
Nichols, that
and
was the other one.
Mayfield.
Okay.
Nichols with
and,
a defensive
and that
touchdown.
is his 4th touchdown. 3
Yes.
receiving and 1.
You know, the good thing is I started him on my fantasy team this week. So I'm getting a lot of points.
Does that make up for Justin Fields? Jeez. That's my guy.
Is that your quarterback?
Yeah.
No, that's a
Jeez.
terrible situation.
I know, it's not good.
I read a great one on Instagram. It said Justin Fields, built like a linebacker, athleticism of a running back. The only problem is that in 1904 they invented the forward pass.
Oh, wow. That hurts.
Yeah.
Now, Stroud, on the other hand, looked really
He has.
good.
Yeah,
been
he
really
has.
good.
Now, he's got T.J. Watt to deal with this week, but
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
what? I'm just saying.
Who's he play for?
Gotta weave the Steelers into
Who's
it.
he playing for? Yeah, that's the whole reason he brought up C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with C.J.
What about
That was
Buckeye quarterbacks?
that was all about. Oh, hey, they play the Steelers this week, so I'm bringing it up.
Oh, it might not get in. It might not get in.
gonna say,
Oh, man, they're taking some chances.
They are.
Oh, my gosh. 48-0.
He had that planned out after the Miller time joke. That was his next step.
How am I going to bring up
How
the
can I
Steelers?
weave
I've got
the
a few. I got a
Steelers?
few more to go, too, boys.
It's terrible.
Oh, I feel good tonight. I do.
It's terrible.
It is. I'm sorry. But,
Go ahead. Oh,
Steeler Nation.
We've won 83 Super Bowls. We've got 2 for every toe, and one
we
for
should
a-
actually have
one
12.
For, one for
but
a
we only
year.
have
Oh,
6.
here we should have 12. Okay. That would be the Tank Zank, and then Carter came in and tackled the pile.
The Tank Zank. I like that.
Yeah, I call Simon Tank because he just kind of is. He's always been built like that. Mm-hmm. When I coached him in rec baseball, I didn't want to call him his brother's name, so I just called him Tank. Who carried that? 22?
I believe so.
Okay.
His
go with
name's
that.
Miller. Jordan.
Is it Miller time?
Oh,
Oh,
Castle keeps.
and that would be
And
Kaysen got him. Kaysen Burnham.
Castle not well protected there.
Yeah.
Need a moat or something. 3rd down.
Attaboy Kaysen.
Kaysen got it.
Yeah, he ripped him.
Think that'll be the last play of the half,
Well,
unless they
I
have
mean,
some sort of sadistic nature in themselves.
Well, I think they're going to just don't throw it to Mayfield.
Yeah, really.
Don't do it. Don't run a play,
Come on,
guys.
Come on.
6, 5. They do have a sadistic nature. Hand it off. Miller. That'll be the end of the half.
And that brings up the
a half dominated at home on homecoming. It's MU 48 and Covington 0.
All right. Jinx.
Yep. You owe me a Coke.
So Coach Larry Taylor will be here. Coach Taylor and 40 years coaching, right, at least.
Yep. And
Coming
lots
down
of
right now.
military heritage in his
Oh, yeah,
family.
for sure.
So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we'll talk to the Queen a little bit. And then we'll talk about, I don't know, something else. College football. You know, I looked today. There's a lot of good games on tomorrow.
There were some good games last week. We could talk about the High State game.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. What a game.
Yep. Great game.
I love it because when you can find, you're used to scoring and you can't, you find a way to win. I love that.
You and I have not talked about this. Who does this team remind you of?
What, the 03 team?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Like, the whole fan base is upset, but we just keep winning.
Yeah.
Ugly, but they
Yeah.
win.
Absolutely.
See, Coach Dickerson, do you have something to add?
You want a headset, Coach D? No?
We were talking about Ohio State, by the way.
Yeah,
He's like,
not you.
man, who's upset with the Bulldogs?
Here you go, Coach
Oh, yep,
Taylor.
okay, I got to leave. Got to do my stats.
Take your shoes and socks off.
Coach Taylor, you're going to be right here, sir.
Okay.
Good to see you, Coach. Always. Yes, sir. I'm doing good.
How's Alan East doing this?
Alan East having an okay year. They were really good last year. Not as good this year. I think they're something in 4-2. Coach is an old Mustang at heart. That's where
Gotcha.
I used to watch him coach when I was 7 years old.
Where he cut his teeth.
Uh-huh. Lafayette, Ohio.
Good. I'm good.
All right, I'm going to go
You'll go.
visit my wife for a minute.
Gotcha.
I'll be back.
All right. Hi, Coach Taylor.
How we doing?
I'm good. And yourself?
Good, good. Couldn't be better. Blessed every day.
Yeah, very good. I appreciate you sitting down here with us.
Well, I'm always happy to do it.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little military, but let's give a little Larry Taylor background. Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Illinois, but my dad got transferred to Lima when I was in the second grade.
And what'd your dad do?
He worked for Shell Oil Company.
Oh, okay.
After he got out of the Marine Corps, he worked for them for 35 years.
What did he do for show?
He was a dispatch. Well, he started out on the gang maintenance and then ended up being a dispatcher.
Okay.
So, but yeah, we moved to Lima, and I went to Catholic school there. We graduated from Lima Central Catholic,
LCC?
LCC in '66, and played football there 3 years, my sophomore, junior, senior year.
What position did you play?
I was an end, back
Defensive
when
end?
they were real ends.
Right.
So, yeah, I played offensive and defensive end.
Okay.
And then decided to go to college and went up to Michigan Tech and walked on and found out that I was not fast enough to play Division II football.
Gotcha.
So I lasted about a year and a half up there, dropped out of school.
What year was that?
I was up there in starting in the fall of '66 and then through '67.
Gotcha.
And dropped out of school. My classes were not where I really wanted. I was studying forestry,
Okay.
and I wanted to major in wildlife management, and none of my classes had to do with that.
Gotcha.
So I dropped out and came home, and I had a great job with Buckeye Pipeline Company.
That probably paid
And,
pretty well.
Yeah, it was a great job, and of course this is back in, by that time it was '68, and the draft was going on, and I was in contact with the Marine Corps recruiter, and because I had a good job, I kind of wanted to get a 2-year enlistment, which they had at that time, and so that's what I ended up doing because I was going to get drafted.
Right.
So I volunteered
So you enlisted so you could do what
to
you
go
wanted.
into the Marine Corps. And I was in Vietnam, '68. I went to Vietnam in the fall of '68.
How much training did you get before they sent you over?
We had 8 weeks of boot camp, which was fairly short.
Right.
And then we had a month of ITR, which was infantry training, and pretty basic.
Right.
And then after leave, we went to what they called at that time staging battalion, which concentrated just on Vietnam.
Right.
And it was about 3 weeks.
And where was that?
That was out in California, Camp
so you
Pendleton.
didn't go to Panama? And train?
No,
Okay.
no, not in the.
Not at that point. They
No,
were
no.
getting guys over as fast as they could.
Right. Yep. So we did that in California, Camp Pendleton, and then shipped out and went to Vietnam. And
How long was your boat ride over?
actually, we flew
Did you?
civilian jets.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we flew up. Had a stop in Anchorage, Alaska, Kyoto, Japan, and then we went to Okinawa. And we spent 3 days in Okinawa taking care of paperwork and storing the gear that we would not need.
Right.
And then when we left to go to Vietnam, all I had was my shaving kit. That was it.
Really? And you left
Yeah.
from Okinawa?
Right to Vietnam. Yeah. It was,
Did you fly into there too, or was that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we flew into Da Nang, and it's kind of interesting because right before we landed, they were experiencing a rocket attack at the airport
base?
there in Da Nang. So,
Did you know that when you were in the air?
yeah, they told us.
Okay.
They said, okay, when you exit the plane, they told us where to go quickly as possible.
Right.
So,
Okay.
so we did that, and then we had to find our own way to our unit. The
Oh, really?
Transport. Oh, yeah. So I just hitched a ride on a supply truck, and I was stationed at Force Logistics Command, which was about 8 miles outside of Da Nang, and I was a wireman, pole
Right.
climber, and got there and then was issued, my gear and all that stuff. When I first got there, they issued me an M14, and I had that for maybe a month, and then we got the M16s.
Right. So how long total were you in Vietnam?
13 months.
13
Yeah,
months.
at that time that was the Marine Corps' tour of duty was 13 months.
So that when you got out, you came back and finished out your 2
Well,
years?
when I came back, I was stationed at Camp Pendleton for a while, and then I had orders to go to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. Well, turns out Camp Lejeune did not need wiremen at that point. So I said, okay, what are my options? And they said, well, you can either go back to Vietnam or you can go into the reserves. So thinking back, I'm not sure it was a great decision, but I decided to go into the reserves
Right.
rather than go back to Vietnam.
Right.
So they put me in a reserve unit and went back to my job with Buckeye Pipeline Company, and then worked there for a while. And then I really missed football, and I was actually hanging out with a lot of my old coaches.
Right.
And they said, well, look, you got a year and a half of college. Why don't you use the GI Bill and go back to school? So that's what I did.
And where did you go to school?
Bluffton.
Oh, okay.
That time I went to Bluffton University because I was living in Lima, and it was close, and I could live off campus. And so I went to Bluffton and majored in math
Right.
so I could teach. Back then you had to pretty much teach in order to coach.
Right.
And I still worked part-time for the pipeline whenever I had some time off, and
Right.
went to school, and actually was going to play football there. Now, keep in mind, at this point, I'm 25
I was going
years
to say
old.
you're a little bit older.
I'm 25 years old. And Roger Bixel was the head coach there, and he told me if I put on some weight, he could use me as a tight end. So I went on a crash diet to gain weight. But that summer, I had a class with the offensive coordinator at Arlington High School up by Lima. And he asked me if I wanted to help him out in the summer since I was studying to be a coach. So I
Right.
went over and helped him out. And John Taylor, the head coach at the time, offered me a job coaching their ends in the fall. So I met with Coach Bixel and considering my age and what I wanted to do and everything,
Made more sense.
I coached 2 years while I was in college.
Good for you.
At Arlington, and then took a job at Allen East High School coaching with Bill Goodwin. And actually, I was assistant football coach, JV basketball coach, and head baseball coach when I was up there, and summer baseball coach.
Okay, so you're busy.
I was coaching 12 months out of the year.
Right. Yeah, it's fun though when you're young, right?
Yeah,
It's fun.
Yeah, and then 1980. My wife and I were dating at the time, and she was at nursing school in Dayton, and I couldn't drive back and forth, and it was just getting to be too much.
Right.
So I said, I have to get a job closer to Dayton. And a friend of mine got the head football job at Tip City. He was actually the head coach at Ada, one of our big rivalries. And so he said they had got a math opening, so I applied for that. Came down, got that job, and then coached at
Coached at Tip, and then what year did you come to Milton to start coaching?
I came to Milton in Mitchell Evans' junior year. That would have been 2005, football season of 2005.
And tell everybody real quick, and then we'll get the Queen on here.
Okay.
Your boys and their military background.
Yeah, they're all out now. Ben was in the Air Force, got out as a captain, and then Patrick was in the Marine Corps, and he got out and actually used the GI Bill to graduate from the University of Tennessee in civil engineering.
Okay, good for him.
And then Joseph just got out a year ago, and he got out as a staff sergeant. He spent 9 years. He actually spent the last couple of years in Marine Raiders in MARSOC, and he's actually now going to the University of South Florida studying finance.
Good.
So the GI Bill's been very good to our family.
Good to the Taylor family. Yeah. Good for you. So you got, and your dad, of course, you said your father was a Marine.
Yeah,
so.
he was in World War II, 6th Defense Battalion on Midway.
Okay, so he saw some stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good. So a proud military family.
Yes.
And and users of the GI Bill.
Yes. Yeah. Interesting thing. My maternal grandfather, George Bauer, was an attorney in Illinois, and he helped write the original GI Bill.
Okay.
Back after World War I.
Yeah, that helped a lot of people.
Yeah. Yep.
So all right. Well, that's Larry Taylor, a longtime football coach here, still helping out on Friday nights,
Right.
and proud military guy.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping up and talking to us, Larry.
You're welcome.
All right, Queen. All right, take your crown off. There you go. How are we doing, Ty?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, we have royalty with us. Thanks, Larry. We have royalty with us, the Queen. If you notice, this is very, very natural for her. She tell everybody what you want to get into when you go to college.
I want to study communications and go into like sports broadcasting and journalism.
So you see, she has the voice for it, and she's very natural with the mic on. So congratulations.
Thank you.
As Queen, were you surprised?
Yeah, kind of, because the other two candidates are both my really good friends, and I know everyone likes all three of us, so I thought it could go anyway, and I would have been happy anyway.
That's right. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And as you said, you're going to go into communications. Tell everybody what schools, kind of where you're looking right now.
I just went and visited University of Kentucky, and I really liked that, and I might go visit Miami, Ohio, Oxford. And maybe OU, they have a really good journalism program.
So do you want to be behind the camera or in front of the camera?
In front of the camera.
Right. So you want to be in broadcasting?
Yep.
So that's very exciting. And you run across country right now?
Yep.
Right. And how's cross country season going?
It's going really well. Our last race, I had a career PR.
Very good.
First time since freshman year. So
there you go. All right.
On the come up.
Big strides. And what's next for you guys cross country wise?
We have a tip 2 mile next week, and then our next 5K is league.
So league is it 2 weeks from tomorrow or a week? It's 2 weeks.
2 weeks from tomorrow.
2 weeks from tomorrow, and then it's league, and then it's
districts,
regional, state.
Yep.
Gotcha. So you guys are towards the end, but and you're peaking at the right time.
Yep.
So very good. And who else is tough in the league in cross country?
Covington girls are pretty good. They have 2 girls that are up there with one of our runners, Savannah, so they're pretty good. And then Miami East. But we actually just beat both of them at the last race we ran, which was the county meet. So
right.
it'll be close.
And then you going to do anything in the winter?
Probably indoor track, just keep training for track season.
Right. And are you healthy? How are your shins?
I'm doing well.
Your
No
shins
problems.
and your foot? I probably shouldn't even say anything, should I? All right.
Yep, doing well.
You're good with all that. All right. And then you'll, of course, run track
Yep.
in the spring and then graduate.
Yep.
And then off to we'll see where.
We'll see.
When are you going to go to Miami?
I don't know. I haven't scheduled it yet, but sometime soon. Got to get those applications in.
No, that's right. That's right. Yeah, but a lot of them are free now, aren't they?
Yeah, just early decision and
yeah,
stuff like that.
Yeah. They used to charge you like $50
Yeah.
an application. What a
Yeah.
rip off. Yeah. So yeah, OU's known for a good program. Miami, I think Miami's got a pretty good program, so
Yep.
that's very exciting.
Yep.
So yeah, senior year, hard to believe, right?
I know, sad.
And you're wrapping up cross country here, and
Yep.
she'll be off to bigger and better things.
Hopefully.
And you have duties tomorrow at the dance, right?
Yes, I do.
You got to have the big dance with the king, whoever that might be.
Whoever that will be.
That's right. I have my guesses, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say. And where are you going to dinner tomorrow?
I don't know. I don't know yet.
Well, you got time.
Yep, going to two of my friends.
You got time to plan. It's 12 hours away. So.
Yep.
Okay. Well, good. Well, appreciate you stopping by.
Of course.
And visiting with us. The Queen, Ty Parsons Sr. is the 2023 homecoming queen. She'll be off to college in the fall to major in broadcasting of some sort, communications,
Yep.
which is very exciting. As you can tell, she's a natural on the mic. So thanks for stopping by.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations
Thank you.
on being the queen. All right. There we go. Thanks, Ty.
Yep.
So now everybody's gone, and we have 3.5 minutes to do a song and a song and dance for everybody. Yeah, Rusty's trying to get his socks back on, but we can go over. As I mentioned earlier, Coach Barnes is back.
Had to go visit the wife.
How's the family?
Haven't seen her all day, Decided to go play golf in the afternoon.
I ran down to the ride.
She's good. Trey's good. Trey's spouting out baseball stuff to me.
Are the Red Lakes playing?
They play tonight, 8:15. So I don't
Gotcha.
think they just started.
Gotcha. So we're going to talk about some college football games tomorrow. Unless you want to do stats first, Bernard.
We can do stats real quick.
Let's do stats real quick.
We'll just start with the Dogs. Actually, let's start with the Buccaneers.
Okay.
Rushing, 13 attempts, 17 yards. They were 1 for 9, and they may have been more than that, but 1 completion, 4 yards, 3 interceptions. So not a whole lot going there. Rushing for the Dogs, 18 attempts, 128 yards. A lot of that is Foose with 53 yards and Mayfield with 57. And then passing, the Dogs are 7 for 9, 128 yards, 3 touchdowns. So Kimball's having a really nice game so far. 4 of those are to Mayfield for 102 yards. He's got 4 touchdowns on the night, which starts to loom the question of touchdown record in a game, which I don't, I can't think it's more than 5.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not going to play anymore.
But he's not going to get any more.
But that's what I'm saying. He may not get a lot of opportunities. So, but the Dogs, 27 plays, 256 yards, forced 4 turnovers, about what you'd expect. So that's what I got.
Good
Good
half.
stuff.
Like I said, Mayfield, there's got to be a record somewhere in there for him, something that he's done.
Pretty cool to see the alumni band out there, isn't it? There's like a lot of generations.
Yeah, there was.
That's cool.
And by the way, it was really good talking to Taylor. I always enjoy his story and how he got to where he is, and all the military history in his family, and he's a great guy.
How was Did he talk any about his old days at Allen East?
Yeah, yep. You talk about coaching all the stuff he coached at Allen East and how he got to Allen East. So
that's good stuff.
Yeah,
man. That's my neck of the woods. Grew up about 5 minutes from school.
Is Penn State Northwestern? Is that at Penn State or is that Northwestern?
I don't know.
What about the
Who's listed first?
Penn State?
It's at Northwestern then usually. That's usually how that works.
So the Colorado game's at Colorado?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
USC is at Colorado.
So Penn State at Northwestern.
Be interesting to see how Colorado responds.
They're not going to.
They'll respond, but it's still going to get
They're going to struggle against USC.
Mr. Williams will have a day.
Yeah. I'm
the next Bears quarterback.
Hey, at noon, Florida, Kentucky. Florida, Kentucky. And Kentucky's 4-0. Not ranked, but they're 4-0.
How about Tennessee? You said Tennessee played South Carolina. I think that's always a fun game to watch.
I think
Georgia, Auburn, but I think Georgia will probably handle them. Kansas, Texas, both 4-0. Rock Chalk.
I think Texas is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think you've started to see a shift a little bit, which is unfortunate because all these guys are going to start breaking up. But I don't think the SEC is quite the –
not this year.
Not quite the juggernaut. You know, I think you got Florida State's kind of stepped back into the arena. Texas, you know, I think the Big Ten's pretty good.
Texas quarterback's an Ohio State transfer, correct?
Yes.
Yours?
Yep.
Well, yeah. But if you remember, he basically –
they do it for money.
He did it so he could get his NIL money because at that point, Ohio had passed to have NIL. Texas had not. So he had to go somewhere where he could collect his money. He signed a $1 million contract and then left.
Because he wasn't going to play.
And he wasn't going to play.
By the way, tonight, if you get home, this game will be over early. Utah, Oregon State. At Oregon State, and Utah's 10, Oregon State's 19.
So, you know, in a year like this, you know, I don't think there's a clear cut, and I think that may start to build some excitement for next year when we go to, was it 12? Is it a 12-team playoff?
Is that next year?
Yeah,
it
so,
is.
I mean, I think that's
fun.
I think if you can do it and you can get past the money stuff, which is unfortunate, it's taken over so much of college football. I do think more games, more opportunities, and, I mean, doesn't hurt NCAA basketball.
It kind of does because, I don't know, with the NFL season and everything, nobody cares about the college basketball regular season now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true because I don't know. I don't
follow it?
I used to follow it big time,
So
but
did
now
I.
I don't.
I don't
But to get in the field of that, I think it's a little bit easier. To be in the top 12.
Yeah, but how many teams legitimately are going to be able to vie for those top 12 spots?
Now, did you see this? And they did a top 12. If you took the top 12 over the years, if you started in 05, Ohio State would have been in every playoff from 05 on. Except for the year that
honestly, I think it's great expanding it and all that, but you know as well as I do, it's going to come down to the same 4 teams just about every year.
You would think so.
Well, you know.
But that first round will be fun.
Yeah.
We talk about the Notre Dame Ohio State game, and I did not hear, you know, I obviously saw Coach Day's post game.
Oh, you didn't see it?
And then I did go back and I saw what Coach Holt said.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's all this uproar. And you know what? I really like Coach Day's fire to kind of go back at him. But I sat there and I went, you know, what's impressive about that whole situation is Lou Holtz, who's a legendary coach, if you go back and listen to it, he rattles off every loss Ryan Day's ever had. That's impressive.
It's not many, but it's
that's
still
what I'm saying.
It's
like,
6 of them.
When you can just go, hey, the guy's lost it. No. He literally named every loss in the Ryan Day era.
Wow.
That right there, and they were all, it was Bama, Michigan twice, Georgia, Clemson.
Yeah.
I mean, when you can name them off memory, that's nuts.
Yeah.
That in itself should have just proved, hey, Lou, bite your tongue, buddy.
49-6, dude. Unbelievable, that guy.
Yeah.
And he just gets
and people aren't happy.
railed.
Nobody likes him. Yeah.
People aren't happy.
Yeah. Expectations.
Braden's had an interesting night kicking, and he's just getting it in.
Oh, my gosh.
What happened?
It just
Look
died.
how far
Oh, there
is
it
the
is,
end
yeah.
zone.
It died on the
Guess
goal
I
line.
should stand up and check.
Should we? So, do you think he's going to get one to stop on the one? We go down and recover it.
It could have.
I think that's the interesting
It's
play
like
in this.
3 or 4 of them that's been that way.
Yeah.
Because the 2 Covington backs are taking off.
Oh, they're completely giving up on it.
Yeah.
Looks like the starting D is back out on the field.
At least one possession.
I'd say 1 or 2.
But and I've said this before, as a guy who's been in some blowout games in other sports, like usually keep your defense. You don't want to give up points. You'll let a lot of guys play on offense, but you don't want to give up points.
Castle. Good run from Castle all the way out to the 37-yard line.
He's had a couple of those.
Hurdles the bench. First down, Covington.
I'm going to check the Lehman East score.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, it is a running clock. OHSAA rules state that if you're up by 30 at the half, the clock will run until the score goes below 30. And 48 is more than 30.
Brookville's beating Oakwood 28-0. Valley View 28-0 over Madison at half. Versailles 21-0 over Anna at half.
Boy, what a game that would have been at last week, Anna or Versailles and Marion Local.
Yeah.
Lose on a PAT.
I think Centerville's pretty good this year, aren't they?
Whistles.
Is that first time out of the game?
Covington had called one earlier.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah. So
East, Miami East 20, Troy Christian 0 at half.
I'm surprised that's that close.
And Sonia's beating Trail 14-0 in the third quarter.
has Trail been able to win anything since we beat them that week 1? Have they?
Yeah, they
have
beat
a couple wins.
Arcanum pretty bad.
Nice.
Trying to think who else they beat.
Springfield's beating Springboro 28-0. Mason's all over Coleraine. Eaton's all over Monroe.
I feel like Princeton, but I think at the end of the day, if anybody's going to get out of probably the Southwest Regional and D1, I think Moeller's pretty good. And somebody could be listening to this and look it up and go, they're 3-3. But
That's Castle again.
Lakota East and Sycamore are 10-10 at half.
I don't think Fairfield. I don't think there's any GMC school that's. Maybe Centerville could. I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, your D1s are your
Princeton's beating Fairfield 14-6 in the third quarter.
and those may be the top 2 teams in the GMC.
Lakota West is beating Oak Hills 45-0 at half.
Snap. Looks like a new runner there. No, that's number 12. I'm sorry. Derek Meyer. Their leading rusher. Third down. After a gain of 2.
Well, and this is a drive here. You know, running clock. We're already a quarter of the way through the quarter. Quarter of the way through the quarter.
Nice.
Thank you.
And that would be one.
Thank you very little. A 12?
116?
116? I don't know.
I don't either. Meyer cuts it up. Good job that time by
Fuller swallowed him there.
Seth Lowry. Turned that in, and now fourth down.
Come on, get a punt. Yep. Good call here. You know, it's always a tough situation for an opposing coach.
Coach Austin Morgan, we haven't mentioned him, but young coach taking over here, a young program trying to build.
And they got some good young numbers. Hopefully they can keep all these kids out.
Oh boy, it's a fake. Ooh.
And
You know, I was just getting ready to comment.
was it a fake?
That was a fake.
Was it a fake?
Yes, it
He
was.
caught it. When you're in a game like this, okay, and I'm going to speak from a basketball standpoint, you hope the opposing coach shows some grace and calls the dogs off.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
But part of that also is you stop doing stuff that,
Right.
like, like, for example, in basketball, if you're down by 30 and you know that, don't press.
Right.
Don't leave your starters in and press.
Kaysen's in on offense, Coach.
Yeah, there's no Mayfield.
Play clock running down. Snap. Yeah, it's Ian Coffey with a nice run. Gain of 7 that time.
But, and so, here in a situation, don't go for it on 4th down when you're down 48-0,
Right.
running clock. And I was going to compliment them. I'm like, hey, go ahead and punt, and then they run a fake punt. That's another, don't do that. Like, tell your kids keep playing hard, run your stuff, get better at those things. But
just so you guys don't think I'm a front runner, we did scores today in class, and mine was 55-0. So I thought I'd throw that out there if we come down and score here. Kaysen Burner that time with the carry. It looks like he got 1 yard.
Took a couple shots there.
So Princeton
Lyons with the
Princeton
tackle.
is 6-0 in the Princeton 6-0 in the GMC. 6-0 overall.
Wow.
Okay.
So let's see who they've played.
Third down and 3 here for MU. Clock running down to 6:45 already and moving quickly.
Because Tracy Hale, did you see where Donnie Brown just died? I guess he was unrecognized.
Fumble,
Looks
but
like there's a fumble.
yeah, they've got it. I'm going to guess from there that's going to be a hold. You got the back judge.
Who was running the ball there?
Lowry. Yep. it's gonna be
Holding
a hold.
MU. Yep. So Covington will take over. Second turnover of the game for Milton.
There's always something. But Tracy Hale
And we're halfway through the quarter.
has the communications. And I'm trying to get in on that.
And I still have 2 more trivia questions.
Better throw one quick.
Yep, now we've started to adjust. No Mayfield on defense. No.
Will Johns goes to safety. Interesting.
Yep. Burns
Castle.
come out.
Meyer. And a nice
tackle.
play.
It's going to be
Who is
Coffey.
that? Yeah. Ian with a really good tackle. Looked like he had some yards. 2nd and 10. Carpenter getting into the game defensively. Man, he's big.
He's, and he's a baby. He's going to get so much bigger. He's going to get taller and stronger. He is going to be a beast. And we've said before, a great kid. I mean, a great kid.
I mean, he just reminds me of Wes as a freshman. He really does.
Yeah.
Meyer.
Oh,
hello.
Is that Nichols?
That is form tackling at its best.
Who was that?
Nice
That was
tackle.
Nichols.
That's how you do it.
That's an 18-year-old tackling a 15-year-old.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? That's
3rd and 9.
so I'm looking up the GCL. Moeller is 2-0 in the GCL. They're 3-3 over.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I said they're probably. So my guess is that there's not anybody.
So Princeton's the best.
Probably the best team on the western part of the state's Marion Local. And I'm not kidding. I feel like I'd take them against almost anybody. Good job there, Seth. Seth and or somebody else on the other side of that. Might have been Carpenter. A lot of young guys out there. A lot of guys that are.
Charles in charge to receive.
Yep.
6.5% raise. You know what people like us got? 7.
I will say I've always thought Coach Pierce does a good job in blowout games.
That's a good punt.
Yeah, that's a second.
All right,
good
Charlie. Way to hold on to it. 1 against 6 there, bud.
His second banger. He had a really nice punt in the first half, too.
All right. You guys want a little baseball scenario?
Yes.
I know it's the last weekend of the season, and we were talking about Reds, so let's just put that in perspective.
Just bathe in that a little bit.
It's been a lot. It's been 3 years since they made the playoffs, and that was the COVID season, 30-game season. All right, so they have to win out and hope for help. Miami's got to lose out, or Arizona's got to lose out. Arizona's in Houston.
I don't have that confirmed, but
Oh my.
Hello. Garrett Leisner with the tackle there. Very well done. And the Reds went out, and neither of those two teams lose out, then you've got the Reds in the playoffs. 3 games to go.
What percentage are you putting on the Reds?
Oh, I think the percentage is 4% right now that will happen.
What's the analytics on that?
Not good. So you say there's a chance. But having said that, the Reds are up 3-0 in the first, and the Marlins are down 3-0. So maybe we can survive another day and get to Saturday.
Well,
nice run there by Seth.
That's been a word that watching the NFL, so analytics, right? That was like a big hot phrase, last year? I feel like they're not talking about that.
Not as much.
Am I wrong with that, or?
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Are they still saying it?
Not throwing around as much.
The win percentage thing cracks me up. You ever see that? They've got like a 76 chance to chance to win.
Yeah.
It's the second quarter, dude.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Stop.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
We got ourselves a burner split wide.
Putting some speed out here. Oh, boy.
Possession receiver.
This is
He's
dangerous.
a possession receiver.
This is dangerous. Come on. Come on. You got to block that guy.
Spoken like a true dad.
Easy, Pete.
2:24 and counting.
We'll have a talk about that later. When
It's a blowout, ladies and gentlemen. So looking at next week, Bethel on the road.
Brand new stadium.
Yep. Turf.
New turf. Yep. That'll be a lot of fun.
Hopefully they'll let us come over and do it. They got to have room for us. They got to.
Yeah. Mr. Fulton said there's a really good chance we're going to be able to do it and be live.
Sweet.
I heard, oh, my gosh.
Nice
what a
play.
tackle.
Nice tackle.
Mayfield.
Now, if his wrestling guys want to go, that was a wrestling, that's wrestling coaches.
Wrestling coaches could
take credit for that one.
That's right. Hey, you guys want a trivia question?
Yes, sir.
Historically, 4 MU quarterbacks have thrown for over 100 yards versus Covington. But the last time it happened was way back in 1987. Who was the last MU quarterback to have a 100-yard passing game versus Covington? I graduated with him. So that's my class.
then it'll cost you $600 a month. And I'm like, look,
Got the spinning wheel of death here on
What
the
are you
computer.
looking at me for?
Because you're the only one that's got
I know,
a chance.
Just hold on.
I was in Lima, Ohio in 1987.
Okay.
I clicked the live button.
I gotta think here. He graduated with you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that eliminates the guy I'm thinking about. Because the guy I'm thinking about graduated in 90.
Castle looks to throw. And
Nice
Nice
play.
job by Stone.
Nice play.
That's great technique. Inside arm. Knocked the ball down.
He wrestled.
Tad Dodson.
Nah, he was a year younger than me.
Tad
Okay, hold on.
And I don't think he played quarterback.
I don't think he did either.
He's a running back.
That was a terrible guess.
Gaslamp just go in there, coffee shop
Give me the first initial.
T.
or something. It'd be nice to get up there early,
You may not know who he is.
and just kind of hang out.
You were young.
I understand that, but
But your brother played with him.
that's what I'm saying. Give me the second initial.
His last name?
Yeah.
S.
I need a break.
T.S.
Oh, Tommy Steele.
Yeah.
Oh, duh.
Yep. Tom Steele.
So the guy I immediately went to was Larry Moore.
No.
But Larry graduated in 90. Larry was after.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Tom Steele. I should have got that one. Daggone it.
No, that was a few years
The
ago.
only reason I said Tad Dot, so this is why I remember him, was he wore number 12 after my brother graduated.
Ah, gotcha.
So I always had Kaysen. That might be.
Yeah, you're not going to call that.
Good talk. Good talk to him. No, they're going to call it. He's talking. There's nobody close.
Don't call it, guys.
Don't call it.
It's going to happen.
Preventative. Be preventative. Attaboy.
There you go.
I love it. That's
Look,
good
a
officiating.
good decision by the official.
Whatever. They would have messed it up if it wasn't preventative.
Good officiating right there.
That's right.
Mr. Burner.
Pete's.
That's the end of the third.
Hey, listen. Look. We never look at the scoreboard. Call the game right. If that was, I'm just kidding.
I hope so, because you're out of control.
I hope so, because you're kind of being a jerk.
Because you're kind of being a jerk.
Okay.
No, it's fine.
Tom Steele.
Yep.
Tom Steele. That
So,
sounds a great name.
Barnsley, where are you getting pizza from tonight?
Clark's.
That's what
Yeah.
we're getting. Clark's too.
And I wanted to go to Sour Mugs, and it got poo-pooed on it. My wife likes Clark's, and she doesn't want to do anything a little bit different. So somebody said, hey, did you do rock, paper, scissors? And I'm like, oh, no, we didn't have that. We didn't get that far in the process.
No,
That's not an option for
That's
you.
not a
Hold on,
negotiation, boys.
Yeah, she made the decision.
Oh,
there
yeah.
was no debate.
Yeah.
There's not like well, hey, let's talk about it.
No.
I want Clark's,
Yeah.
and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. And that's fine. Whatever.
Hey, it got you this far.
Yeah. No big deal.
Okay, this guy pulled off a pretty good punt last time.
See if Charlie can run one. Whoa. Good snap.
Oh,
Nope.
Slider.
That's what it's called the announcer's jinx right there.
40-yard line. Second
I-
team offense looks like it's going to be this time. Kaysen's getting some instructions.
Yep.
Mr. Burner,
I think
number
he's gonna
12.
Go to quarterback.
Wyatt's there to give him some encouragement. And a lot of JV kids in. I see Matt Hilberg's son, number 57. Keegan. Matt's a former student and one of the coaching staff as well. Who else we got? Let's get these kids' names
I
on.
think we broke the huddle with 12. But
Will Nostine on the end here. And false start. Lowry leaned a little bit. Mr. Ortiz.
we're going to call that one.
Wyatt. That's how it works.
I mean, talk about special treatment. Man, just because they're winning, we're going to call everything on them.
Oh, my gosh.
Tell you what. People wonder why they're upset with officials.
Braxton Donnelly.
Hey,
I'm just going to keep going. Hayden Long.
I'm just kidding.
By the way, my friend Eric in Atlanta, Georgia, watching. He said I was dating myself with the Charles in Charge line.
Did you say something about Charles in Charge?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Did you say anything about Chachi?
No.
Okay. Well, that'd be dating.
But I am.
Oh.
That'd be Mr. Nostine.
That'd be Will Jumpy. Okay.
Hey, you got Nostine's name in now.
Mm-hmm. Here's the good news. The clock running. 10:34.
We're headed the wrong direction.
We could false start the rest of the quarter away, technically. You know that?
We've now broke the huddle 3 times, and we have yet to run a play.
What do you think of that? Let's false start until the clock runs out.
I blame the quarterback.
It's 100% is. Hey, you're in charge of the
It's
offense.
Kaysen's fault.
I talked about him getting dinner tonight.
Not now.
No.
He has to watch you guys eat.
Yep.
Curtis Weaver in the game, another freshman in the slot. Hey, we got to play. Ian Coffey that time. No gain, 2nd and 20. You guys don't like that idea of just false starting the whole quarter away?
Well, it's not very fun.
But I'm just saying you could do it,
Yeah.
right? You get down on the 1-inch line and just false start until the clock runs out.
That's true.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's a continuous loop.
Yep.
I think we're going to get a pass play.
I'm not
here
saying
in a
we
minute.
should do it. I'm just saying it's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
We're going to get a pass play here in a minute.
Yeah. Well, they should. Give him a chance to
Are we?
air it out.
I think so.
How about a little jet? Coffee. And he's hit hard. Gain of 2 or 3 that time. 3rd down and 17.
See if we let
take a shot here.
Yeah, let Kaysen throw one.
Coach Burner, thoughts on a shot clock in high school basketball?
In football?
No.
I don't like it.
Wow, we're really dying for topics now.
No. 7-0 Reds, by the way, in the second.
Go ahead, Burner, because I have an opinion on this, but go ahead.
So,
I do too.
I don't like it. I also don't think. Oh boy.
Oh. Good run by Lowry that time.
I also don't think it'll happen for. There's a financial part to it that I think will be tough to make it go. The cost to install it, the cost to, and I think also you got another person at the table. That's just the business side of it. As a coach, I don't like it. I just think it takes away a strategy of a less athletic team.
Yes.
It starts to make
high snap.
It starts to make the game more about athleticism versus basketball.
Oh, we came back and got him.
So from that standpoint, I just don't see any benefit to it. And I get what people say. Well, it forces some of these teams that want to play in the 30s and 40s to. Okay, well, what's wrong with that other than you want to see fast plays and dunking and all that? There's some strategic part of that, and there's some skill portion of that. I'd also say if you want to play fast and a team wants to play slow, speed them up on your own.
Right.
You don't need a clock to do that. So anyways, that's my short take on it.
Coach Grudich, your thoughts?
And don't take this personal, Barnesy.
Oh, you can. I know what I'm going to say.
I think they have a hard time, the three guys doing the job they got on their hands. Then you're going to throw in the shot clock on them. I think the job's tough enough to throw another whole layer on top of them.
It's one more thing to watch.
I don't think that helps the game.
And in that vein, same idea. I work the college game, as you know, and we have trouble with shot clock and resets. And we're talking about people that have been trained in it, let alone some schmuck no offense to the schmucks out there, but, coming off the street trying to figure out the shot clock, when to reset it, when to not. And all that stuff.
Like I said, it's hard enough to get officials, and it's hard enough to.
I mean, we got to go. We got to go to replay half the time to see, what should be. Did it hit? Did it not hit? What's going on? Mm-hmm. So I just don't think it's a good idea at the high school level.
And again, that just goes back to the business side. I go back to this, and I think the older I get, the more you kind of go back to these old school coaches, and Bob Knight's a guy that I just think he's a genius, and I know he did some things that weren't great, but he talks about all the time the institution of the three-point line and the shot clock were two of the worst things that happened to basketball.
Right.
And I would probably argue a little bit the three-point line, but I think his argument is valid.
I think the three-point line was a good thing.
Yeah. Do I think it's changed the game? Yes. Do I think it's been a negative? I think shooting's not quite as good or valued, but is that because nice ball.
It's a little overthrown.
Is that because of the line? Probably not. I think the game's just changed.
Yeah.
But do I think the shot clock, at those upper levels, I think at the upper levels it'll work, but I just don't at the high school level.
No. I agree. Just I'd like your take on it because, it's out there.
Yeah.
Do I think it'll happen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I think we'll be done coaching? Yes.
By the time it happens?
Yep. Because I think people that make decisions at times make them based on fanfare and athleticism versus just the purity of the game.
Which I get that if you're talking about the NBA, but, man, if you're talking about high school.
You're talking about high school kids.
What's best for kids, what's best for basketball, not what's best for.
If you got a developmental team, why would you want to rush that situation? You know what I mean? Like,
hey,
it's just such a detractor.
My wife is left, so pizza's on its way. Thought I'd let you know that. 5:15. No, I agree with you.
But I think the new change in the rule for free throws, I think it's a terrible rule.
Well, with the no one-on-ones after, yeah.
Now, I've thought about this, and I will.
Time out, MU.
I will say this: why don't if you're worried about this whole speed of the game, and why wouldn't you only do it in the fourth quarter?
Hey. By the way,
trivia.
Yeah, I got one more question. I got to ask it.
Get me all fired up with all these
this is-
officials
This
things.
is a good one. This is a good one.
Arms.
Okay, you ready?
That's the question.
I got a pencil so I can mark these down.
Ask me about
All right.
point of emphasis on a hand
Covington.
check.
Covington is the 11th most frequently played team on Milton's all-time schedule. How many of the top 10 can you name?
Of the most played teams ever?
Yeah, in football. Covington's 11.
Really? All right.
And I got a list here, and I'm going to check them
So,
off if you name them.
I'll say Oakwood. They in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Northridge.
Yes.
Miami East.
Yes.
I feel good I got 2 of them.
Tip City.
Yes.
Very often I felt we're understaffed.
Brady.
Ooh, took a shot.
Took a shot. Michael
4.
Brady. Here's a story about a man named Brady, and he got 3.
Eric, he's dating himself.
This is a weird one here, but I'm going to go Dixie?
No.
Okay.
Preble Shawnee.
No.
I think we're out of the S. No, I was going to go with Valley View, but I don't think.
No.
Northmont.
No.
Game clock at 4:13. Who's 24?
Curtis Weaver.
Curtis
It's not Versailles.
Weaver.
Yes, for sales is on there.
Okay.
Really?
Yep. Well, they were in the SRC.
SRC, excuse me.
Yeah, that was before my time, the SRC.
You guys have got one. They're ranked here. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7.
So we got 5 of them?
Yep.
How much does AJ do on a Sunday?
You said Northridge, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to throw this Vandalia Butler.
Yes.
Nice.
They're 4th.
Well,
I
they're
said
old
Northmont.
SWBL.
Yeah.
And then we played them non-conference, which, that was a
Whoa.
That was-
Motion.
okay, really. Like, no, they
Oh, delay.
delay game. Come on, Kaysen.
Now and adjusted for inflation, that's a 10
All right. I'm
Go,
kinda
you got to play. Go back.
I'm
out
disappointed in one of them you guys have not got.
there. Newton.
You did not. Really?
Arcanum.
No. No, they won't play us.
Newton.
You like that one?
That's good.
Thanks.
Oh, I thought that was excellent.
You guys got 3.5 minutes.
I'm done, so.
The one you guys should have got.
Oh.
Hold on. Don't.
Okay.
Jacob Leitner with the carry.
Layman Catholic.
No.
Bethel.
No.
I know. I just start throwing names out there now.
It's number 5 on the list too.
Go ahead, Coach. You're looking at the list.
No, don't.
No, because you guys should get this one.
Guys.
Greenville.
That's not the one I'm talking about, but Greenville's on the list.
Wow.
Greenville's number 10.
Wow, Coach. Greenville. Piqua.
No, that's a good guess, but no. Okay. You got 2 left.
Nice punt.
3. You got 3 left. One you'll never get.
Trotwood.
Yes, that's the one I thought you'd never get. Trotwood's on there.
We played
Okay.
Trotwood?
Back
Yeah,
in the day.
SWBL.
Back in the day, it was like
Charter member.
It's
Yeah.
like that's a gauntlet.
I think they were a charter member. I
Yeah.
have to ask my dad.
Okay, you got 2 left.
Okay, hold on.
Hey, 8 out of 10.
And one's one.
One is you're going to kick yourself that you haven't thought
Bees
of it.
get degrees, boys. 244 and counting.
You got all but 2. You're missing number 5.
And that's the one that
and
you
number 8.
can't believe, right? The
Yes.
number 5.
Yes.
Like, you're stupid. You should get this.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do we still play them?
Perhaps.
7-0 Reds in the second. That feels good.
Perhaps we do.
Cubs are
Did we say
tied.
Brookville?
No, we did not.
And that's it.
It's Brookville.
Okay.
Yes. Brookville.
I thought we'd said them. That's
No.
why I jumped out of the SWBL
Brookville's 5.
ship. Okay.
You got
One
left.
more.
Number
One
what?
left.
Like 9 or something?
Oh,
Number
man.
8. Number 8.
Pirates 3, Marlins nothing. Boys, we're going to live to play another day if those scores hold. Who is it, Coach? Come on, killing me.
Hey, I got a minute 58.
Wait, Berner's
Five
not
down.
willing to concede because he's nailing them.
I'll tell you what, Mean Gene.
I got Trotwood, so
Yeah, you
give me
got-
some credit.
I know, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Just start throwing out names like Wayne.
No. I mean, you can throw, and I'll tell you what I think. It's going to be a school that we probably don't play a whole lot anymore, but we played a lot back in the day. And maybe there's some carryover, like, into the SRC. So that's what I'm trying to think. It's one of those that was a sneaky SRC school that –
Eli Dieter in the game.
Am I
think
wrong
I've
with
mentioned
that?
everybody. No, I think that's good.
No,
Okay.
you're wrong with that.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay. Have we played them
It's
late?
kind of an obvious one. Not obvious, but it'll be obvious when I say it.
Bellbrook.
No.
Eaton.
Yes.
Dang it.
Eagles.
Barnes
that's right.
wins.
Okay. Okay.
Barnes got one. And
Did he catch it?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Preventive officiating wouldn't have mattered, right?
So let me get. So I'll give you the top 11 list.
They could have bounced 3 times.
Most frequently played teams on Milton's all-time schedule. Number 1, Tip City. Number 2, Oakwood. Remember, Milton Tip was one of the longest running rivalries forever.
Yeah.
Oakwood 2, Northbridge 3, Butler 4, Brookville 5, East 6, Versailles 7, Eaton 8, Trotwood 9, Greenville Green Wave 10, and the Bucks 11.
Castle. And down at the 43.
And I'm sorry, but
that'll be the last play, folks. 48.
Covington should not be 11. We
Yeah.
should have played them a lot more over the years.
Yeah.
48-0.
Good win for the Bulldogs.
Yep.
Solid.
Kind of went
A little shaky offensively early, but yeah.
Just take, hey, you go into a game like this, you take care of business in the first half, you get kids in the game, and you stay healthy.
Yep,
That's
and
it.
all those things happen.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So next week it's the Bethel Bees on the road, and we may be live. So we will let you know.
We're hoping to be live.
Hoping to be live at the new stadium there. Excited about that.
Be
Anything
cool.
else for the good of the order, men?
Yeah, just wait a second, because I'm looking for the. Not everybody will see this tomorrow, and it won't matter. But for us, I'm looking for the
Layman score.
Riverside Layman.
Yep, East is beating Troy Christian 20-7 in the third. Bethel's beating Ridge 10-6. And Riverside 21, Layman Catholic 7. So it looks
Nice.
like-
Okay.
in the fourth. So it looks like Layman's going to win that one.
All right, for Coach Rusty Berner and Coach Andy Grudich, this is Brett Barnes signing off. Have a great evening.